Oh, hey. Are you awake yet? Hello, my name is ZenX. We're going to be talking about altered mindset practices. Altered mental states can be achieved in many ways. Mindsets fluctuate naturally, and external stimuli can provide more control. Substances like caffeine, nicotine, or alcohol have well known effects and, well known negative effects, while music can shift your mood, and meditation and mindfulness practices will offer a more targeted way to reach the desired mental state. Okay, let's talk about leveraging states of mind. Since we learn and recall based upon a specific state of mind, we can alter our response over time. For example, if someone associates coffee with work related anxiety, drinking that coffee in a relaxing situation could change that association. The same applies to naturally occurring states of mind. An anxious mindset triggers familiar, often unhelpful thought patterns. With motivation and effort, these patterns can be retrained. One way to manage this is to use a substance to change your state of mind when you start experiencing this problematic thinking. But just ensure that the altered state isn't worse than the original state. So let's consider a mindful use of substances. A common pitfall is using substances intended for short term relief in a chronic fashion. Medications like benzodiazepines, such as Xanax, can help with occasional anxiety but have addictive properties that can create new problems when used regularly. Using substance in moderation and exploring less addictive alternatives may be beneficial. Ritualizing the use of some of them, like having an herbal tea to help with stress management, can be effective in a long term. Now, refined products like those found at a reputable shop, such as NeoZenX, may offer ways to shift the mental state using less addictive herbal ingredients. However, the quality of the ingredients is extremely crucial, so make sure that you know who you are buying from. So, now as far as practical application, to improve your well being, choose an activity that you would like to enhance and associate a specific substance or practice with it. This supports the state induced learning. For example, brew chamomile tea before bed to help improve sleep. Or try a product like Kanagami before an athletic event to observe how it might affect your performance. Monitoring and keeping track of your progress is essential when doing any altered mindset practices. Note this over time and make sure that you enjoy the journey of life. Oh, hey. Are you awake yet? Hello, my name is ZenX. We're going to be talking about altered mindset practices. Altered mental states can be achieved in many ways. Mindsets fluctuate naturally, and external stimuli can provide more control. Substances like caffeine, nicotine, or alcohol have well known effects and, well known negative effects, while music can shift your mood, and meditation and mindfulness practices will offer a more targeted way to reach the desired mental state. Okay, let's talk about leveraging states of mind. Since we learn and recall based upon a specific state of mind, we can alter our response over time. For example, if someone associates coffee with work related anxiety, drinking that coffee in a relaxing situation could change that association. The same applies to naturally occurring states of mind. An anxious mindset triggers familiar, often unhelpful thought patterns. With motivation and effort, these patterns can be retrained. One way to manage this is to use a substance to change your state of mind when you start experiencing this problematic thinking. But just ensure that the altered state isn't worse than the original state. So let's consider a mindful use of substances. A common pitfall is using substances intended for short term relief in a chronic fashion. Medications like benzodiazepines, such as Xanax, can help with occasional anxiety but have addictive properties that can create new problems when used regularly. Using substance in moderation and exploring less addictive alternatives may be beneficial. Ritualizing the use of some of them, like having an herbal tea to help with stress management, can be effective in a long term. Now, refined products like those found at a reputable shop, such as NeoZenX, may offer ways to shift the mental state using less addictive herbal ingredients. However, the quality of the ingredients is extremely crucial, so make sure that you know who you are buying from. So, now as far as practical application, to improve your well being, choose an activity that you would like to enhance and associate a specific substance or practice with it. This supports the state induced learning. For example, brew chamomile tea before bed to help improve sleep, or try a product like Kanagami before an athletic event to observe how it might affect your performance. Monitoring and keeping track of your progress is essential when doing any altered mindset practices. Note this over time and make sure that you enjoy the journey of life. Oh, hey. Are you awake yet? Hello, my name is ZenX. We're going to be talking about altered mindset practices. Altered mental states can be achieved in many ways. Mindsets fluctuate naturally, and external stimuli can provide more control. Substances like caffeine, nicotine, or alcohol have well known effects and, well known negative effects, while music can shift your mood, and meditation and mindfulness practices will offer a more targeted way to reach the desired mental state. Okay, let's talk about leveraging states of mind. Since we learn and recall based upon a specific state of mind, we can alter our response over time. For example, if someone associates coffee with work related anxiety, drinking that coffee in a relaxing situation could change that association. The same applies to naturally occurring states of mind. An anxious mindset triggers familiar, often unhelpful thought patterns. With motivation and effort, these patterns can be retrained. One way to manage this is to use a substance to change your state of mind when you start experiencing this problematic thinking. But just ensure that the altered state isn't worse than the original state. So let's consider a mindful use of substances. A common pitfall is using substances intended for short term relief in a chronic fashion. Medications like benzodiazepines, such as Xanax, can help with occasional anxiety but have addictive properties that can create new problems when used regularly. Using substance in moderation and exploring less addictive alternatives may be beneficial. Ritualizing the use of some of them, like having an herbal tea to help with stress management, can be effective in a long term. Now, refined products like those found at a reputable shop, such as NeoZenX, may offer ways to shift the mental state using less addictive herbal ingredients. However, the quality of the ingredients is extremely crucial, so make sure that you know who you are buying from. So, now as far as practical application, to improve your well being, choose an activity that you would like to enhance and associate a specific substance or practice with it. This supports the state induced learning. For example, brew chamomile tea before bed to help improve sleep, or try a product like Kanagami before an athletic event to observe how it might affect your performance. Monitoring and keeping track of your progress is essential when doing any altered mindset practices. Note this over time and make sure that you enjoy the journey of life. Oh, hey. Are you awake yet? Hello, my name is ZenX. We're going to be talking about altered mindset practices. Altered mental states can be achieved in many ways. Mindsets fluctuate naturally, and external stimuli can provide more control. Substances like caffeine, nicotine, or alcohol have well-known effects and, well, well-known negative effects, while music can shift your mood, and meditation and mindfulness practices will offer a more targeted way to reach the desired mental state. Okay, let's talk about leveraging states of mind. Since we learn and recall based upon a specific state of mind, we can alter our response over time. For example, if someone associates coffee with work related anxiety, drinking that coffee in a relaxing situation could change that association. The same applies to naturally occurring states of mind. An anxious mindset triggers familiar, often unhelpful thought patterns. With motivation and effort, these patterns can be retrained. One way to manage this is to use a substance to change your state of mind when you start experiencing this problematic thinking. But just ensure that the altered state isn't worse than the original state. So let's consider a mindful use of substances. A common pitfall is using substances intended for short term relief in a chronic fashion. Medications like benzodiazepines, such as Xanax, can help with occasional anxiety, but have addictive properties that can create new problems when used regularly. Using substance in moderation and exploring less addictive alternatives may be beneficial. Ritualizing the use of some of them. Hello, and welcome to the stream. You're joined today by me and this whiny little baby right here, which sounds like she's distressing, but she's literally just sleeping and trying to get cuddled into my chest. We will let that happen. Well, hello there. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of world hopping with the goal of physical fitness. I want to try and get some activity done. I totally did not go to the gym, which I wanted to go to the gym. So this is my excuse, and I'm going to be hopefully getting some physical activity in. I would like to at least go by the VRChat boxing world and maybe do a little bag work there. We'll see if we can get a round or two. And then I might do some self-meditation exercise. I do swear I'm not petting my chest. There's a chicken right here. I'm sure you can hear it. Ready? Yeah, see. That does look weird, though. Anyways. And it is a hen, so I'm not petting my cock. All right. So, not too much going on today. I'd say the one thing of interest in the new technology world is I used I don't know what you call it. So in Gemini, they have like a live speak feature, and then they have a button that you can push that brings up the camera. The camera allows the Gemini to see whatever you're seeing, and you can ask it questions about it. So today, I was trying to buy a fan because my living room is very airy and windowed, so I can't like AC it. But it's been very stagnant and high humidity recently, so I wanted to get some air to move it around. And basically, I brought it to a hardware store where I was able to just point my phone at any particular fan and be like, is this good? How is this compared to this? How is this compared to this? And I got some good information. Like, they really sold the, I want to say it wrong, like Vortex, Vor Clan, Vor something. And but it is a good fan. They are good fans, and it's the best for air circulation. and I might be able to use it for if I have any flooding, which is nice, so a little double usage. But I think my wallet wanted to push me toward, like, the $30 box fan, but the investment in the $100 little, I don't even know what you would call it, fan is probably better. Oh, what's going on? Why am I black? Oops. Well, I guess I was moving around and I was moving the camera and I could not see it. I apologize for that. Anyways, this is a good little spot. This time I will turn off my flying so I don't fly into weird spots. Again, still chicken. Yeah, you're a good girl. You're a very good girl. Oh, well, she's gonna put a damper on physical activity. So, maybe we can start with some meditation or something. Or do you know what? We'll just start with some random world hopping, and then we'll go to, or we'll watch. Clicked. I mean, so you don't know what I'm looking at. I want to go to a VR boxing world, and they have a group public, so meaning that it's a public world, but it is run by a specific group. The group public of this boxing world is femboys. I don't know what to do with that information. Curiosity gets the best of me, though. Let's go watch femboy boxing. There's a trans girl who fought in not backyard fights. What are they called? Junkyard fights. Don't come to me. But interesting thing was she would always fight. She would always fight guys. Gash was the name that she went by. Yeah, no. Why is it clicking like that? All right. So we got a little bit of a match, even though Yeah, this is horrible. Okay, so let's do white gloves. Okay, so this is a pretty ridiculous instance, so I'm gonna go to a different one. Okay. So now we're going to another public version of this. The only thing that I'd say that's different. Oop, I'm sorry, little one. The only reason why I didn't go to this one before is because it's serviced in Japan, which means there's going to be a bit more lag. And I would rather not have lag. But we'll see if this is more serious. Did it say something? Yeah. Okay, she's going to bed. So here we have a little bit more serious of a match. It's a person with a custom boxing avatar, it seems. And obviously full body, you can tell from, the way that they move their legs. And then a person looking like it's a sporting, I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know who that is. Obviously it's like an anime character, but I don't know from what. But this looks a lot more serious. Ooh, nice. I was not expecting that voice. Let's take a look at this fight. A lot of people have custom avatars. Okay, let's see if we can get ourselves some sparring. we're not gonna do some sparring. We're gonna do back or workout on one of these guys. Nice. Okay. Ooh, that's a little bit. We'll leave that on. Okay. Actually, let's do. Like my hair is very white. Okay. So one of the keys with this is you can't. I guess you can and can't. Guru guru.
Ooh, lag there for a second. Okay. One thing that's kind of fun, actually, we go over boxing. We can do boxing. So, standard, you have your left jab. Well, this is all if you're a regular, not a southpaw. So, standard left jab, you want to be able to toss it out any time that you're around. It should be soft, flowing, but at the same time, hit with enough force. Because if you throw a jab and it doesn't actually cause any damage, then essentially all you're doing is you're flicking at someone. So you have to have enough backing in your jab to cause the person to be scared of it. Because when they're scared of it, that's when it's going to actually open up some other attacks. So just a little jab, kind of soften up. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. So you're always looking for an opportunity for that too. Now on a bag, you're not really going to see it because it doesn't do anything, it doesn't have any response. But essentially, when someone kind of leans in or tries to do like a counter or like tries to move in a weird way that's not, strictly defensive for it, it leaves you open to a right straight. 1, 2. And the right straight can cause a lot of damage. Now, I think like 80% of knockouts come from inside. So essentially, you're going to be doing these. And then eventually, they're going to kind of come into you. And most of your fight that matters happens here. So you don't want to lose yourself. You still want to be able to keep your guard. But see, you strike, and this leaves you open over here. This is a perfect little like counter position. So you always want to keep your guard towards what your attack is going to create as an opening. And you always want to return to your guard. So you never want to punch and then let it drop. Punch and then letting it drop is just a great way to get caught. So it's always punching back. I'm not saying that the return to position should be as important as the strike itself, but it is very often underrated. Strike, return. And then remember, when you are striking, it does leave you open to counters, so you keep your mind flowing with that. Now, one of the things that I like is called a feint. So essentially, it's when you fake throwing a punch, but you get the person to react. And like I said, you're not really going to get a good feint until you've got sunken a few punches in. If you just go up there and start doing this to someone, they're going to be like, what the fuck? What are you doing? But you get in there and you get tight, boom, boom. And then you come back. When you come in again, they're going to be looking for that. And that's when you can throw a nice feint. They bring up their guard. And you can get a nice body shot. Now, right here, which is right here. Is that opposite? Yeah, so that's opposite because of the camera, but if you're facing your opponent, it would be on your left side. It's their right side. It's where the liver is. So on an opponent, it would be right here. The camera switches it, so I apologize. That's the reason why I say it's over here, because my liver is actually over here. Now, the trick is if you can get a good liver shot, it does incredible damage. You can drop someone down to the ground. They'll be not holding in their gut, whatever. But getting in an upward momentum shot to the body isn't particularly the easiest thing. So he ends up dropping it, and then you're leaving yourself completely open to their right straight. So it's a dangerous punch. This is where the feint comes in. So like I said, you come in there, you do a little bit of damage, and then you come in, you lead with your right a little bit. They're watching that right, and then you fake the punch, and at the same time bring in the body shot. So you come up, and you keep your eye contact on their face. And you keep your intention, because 90% of the feint isn't necessarily even the punch. It's the intention of what you're throwing the punch. So if you go in there with the intention to hit, but you're just kind of flopping this around, people can usually pick up on that. So you want to fake your intention. Threw a little too much. You want to fake your intention like you're actually doing it, and that's what's going to get you the best of a punch. Hi. What is this person? Oh, they have a little outfit on. Cute. So they're all gym people. Now, I'm not really here to teach you anything particular, but one thing that I do see that's super common in young boxers is they see older boxers, they bob and weave to dodge punches. That comes with thousands of hours of repetition. You are not that guy. Because what ends up happening is you come in, you weave back, and then you weave forward, and either being here, you're off balance and they can easily step forward and chase, or you're here and then you're just perfect for a hook. And you see all these people. Now, if you're doing correct dodge, you want to be moving with your hips. And what you can usually do is you set up a rope, and then you do this thing where you're kind of going underneath the rope because you want to be moving over your center point. You want to be coming up, move over your center point, and then attack. Because again, usually what people do is they come up and then they lower their They lower their center point with their bodies. Let's see if I can get a good angle on this. They lower their center point with their body, like this. Because it feels like a swing, you know? I could swing down like this. But that leaves you for a good amount of point, like right here. Like I said, if you're putting your body like this, like, what are you doing? I know you're moving, but someone comes in and tries to do that, it's just pop, pop. It's just like a right hook, like pop, right there. It's so easy to hit. So they'll be out here, they'll be doing these things, and then they'll do one of those, and then you just watch for those. Bop, bop, fake, 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 they bam! And they're done. And that's all there is to it. Okay. So I'm going to take a little break. Let's do this, and we'll watch a fight. Oh. Okay. Good. Eh. All right, little boxing match for us to watch. Now, both of these people. Oh, never mind. The one on the right is full body. The one on the left is just a headset. I feel like you would think the full body would add bits, but it doesn't. I think it actually makes it harder. I don't know what's up with the sparks. I've never seen that before. I'm assuming those are harder hits. Here you got two people, just headsets. One is a little squatted down. That seems like it's a little bit of a cheat. I might have to remove a layer of clothing. It is warm now. I can leave this here. That's actually a good point. I don't need to do anything. You guys can just watch the match. off with my vest. Okay. That's interesting. A lot of ducking and weaving with these guys. This looks exhausting. Yeah, they are. That was hot. Oh, here they go again. Will we be able to pull it off? Who do you got? Pink or green? It's currently 0-0. Second round of 2 rounds. Oh, pink is down. Pink is down. All right. So pink is down 1. That means green is winning. Ooh, ooh, that was a heavy hit. Heavy hit by green. Pink is taking a defensive position and trapped himself in the corner. Oh, oh, Pink got a shot in there. I don't even know who made that heavy shot. It sounded like a body shot from Pink. Might be having a slight comeback. We might be having a slight comeback. Nope, he's whiffed. Nope. All right, we gotta get some aggression from Pink here. Getting a little tired. Come on, Pink, move out into the ring. Oh, got a nice brawl. Green moving in with the energy. Got some good force going on there. And Pink is up. Green is down. We have a tie. All right, so this is going to come down to points. Who we got for points? Now, we would expect that Green would still be a little bit in the lead, but not really sure about this. Oh, Pink is down. Good Green. Good shot. We've got 19 seconds in. 19 seconds, you can do it. Last to Russia. That is good energy. Good effort. Good effort. Good effort. I still have not switched out my controllers. So, not that anyone cares, but the reason or the problem that I'm having is that there's a slight controller drift in my left controller. So, essentially, every time a menu comes up, the controller drift causes me to move ever so slightly, canceling the control box. Can't do anything. All right, whatever. I hate it. Ooh, that's fun. Got full body in pink and then nice boxer in black. Pink has a lot of energy moving in on it. Oh, a barrage of headshots. He is swinging for the body. He hasn't been hitting those body shots, though. Oh, backing herself into a corner. Might be having some tech problems. Oh, there you go. That's it. There's a body shot. A little bit weak. All right. This is the beginner batch. Oh. Hitai. Okay. Let's move on. This is fun. Three out of five, Miami. 50 people. Holy shit. Okay, so we're going to a world that is new as far as I know. And currently it has 50 out of 60 people, which is a huge number for a VRChat world. Which means it could be very laggy for me. So I'm going to be keeping people's avatars off in this world. World settings. Yeah, I'm not gonna take part in whatever that music is. I feel like I've been here before. Maybe I have been here before. It's just popular right now. Anyone's ever seen it? Let me know. Is this really what the strip looks like? Oh, it's intense over there. Why is there a giant hot air balloon? I do feel like we should have some music. Let's do, copyright free lo-fi. Okay, there are hoverboards. Oh, I guess I can't go out that way. It'd be cool to have a spot that you could go to work out. I'm way too insecure to work out on a beach, though. I live in Hawaii, and I have tried doing like yoga on the beach or just meditation. And when I live more in the country, you kind of find like, you know, secluded spots. But unless you're in like a secluded spot, then it's kind of embarrassing. And I don't mind the one or two people coming by and doing a thing, but just some of the people that will go out into like a beach park like this with hundreds of people around, I cannot do that. Is it crazy? What are you talking about? I feel like no one else here has thick ass thighs. Ah, okay. So essentially, what it is that the base, the most popular bases for avatars, the ones that are like built the best, are the ones that are tend to be more sexy. No, no. I'm good. I mean, wouldn't it be for new time's sake? What? Oh, really? That's what I'm saying. I'm not the same kind of thick that everyone else is. There you go. At least you appreciate. Crush anything. I think I think I need to rebalance myself. It's just morbidly obese. Dude, you guys got fucked up senses of beauty. Oop. Oh no. Do a circle. There you go. Shit. I mean, not to be mean, I'm sure there are a lot of people that are really cute out there, but you kind of look a little stick figurey to me, so I think it is a matter of perception. Like I feel, yeah, dude, I would break you. You need a little bit of something to hold on to. Mm-hmm. You know what the funny thing is I actually shrunk the ass of this avatar by about 20%. It is still fat. Yeah, I know. Took a little off the edge with my blender. I mean, I wouldn't say I go after fat bitches, but I enjoy them. Why is that? All women need love, right? Whether you're big or small. Dude, Cuddlebug. I mean, what's better than someone to lay in a bed with and ah. Oh, now you're going into a world I don't even know. What, the underground thing? They're secretly talking to you. Oh, there you go. I mean, it's an avatar, right? So it doesn't necessarily. That could be, but it is Yeah, I mean, it is VR chat. That's basically all it is. It's people watching and assuming what they do in their private life. What's that? Sorry, what was that? You're a little breaky uppy. PIG. All right. So for the record, I'm just gonna go like this. No, but just a note, I do have a waist. Mm. Man, supposed to be on an exercise stream tonight. Supposed to do an exercise tonight. Whipping nay nay. I don't even fucking know how to do that. That's as far as I go. Ha. Karma. What's up? Do where? Like in VR chat? Here is a here is a very big I mean that's basically all of VR chat. Yeah. I don't think this is anything specific. I came here to do some exercise on the beach and all I've been getting is fat shamed, so I don't know. Hey, I was just at a Japanese boxing world and I got all the love there. Hold on, I'm smoking. I'm doing like the opposite of like actually doing exercise here. Oop. In VR chat? Oh, I see what he's doing. Maryland ice cream. Okay. Well, I'm not going to get much exercise done on this beach. All the mean people are fat shaming me. And for the record, I have a tiny waist. I just got a big ass. Unfair. Can't help, I was just drawn this way. Doo, 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 doo. So I guess while I'm thinking about it, when I'm exercising, I think one of the most important things for me is to make it all about the actual exercise as far as my mindset goes. Now, generally, people or like athletes or fighters consider this to be getting into the zone. But I find the existence of the zone to be just such a fascinating thing. Oh, this is the wall. We can't go over to those boats. Oh, they look like fun boats too. Hi, boats. Because what is the zone? Is the zone the same as one person to another? Is it like a person who sees purple? You know, is that the same purple that someone else sees? Or is someone else's zone a completely different experience? You know, is one person's zone a space that they get to by hard work and dedication? Is some people's zone some place that they get to by just natural genetic occurrence, like someone who automatically slips into their zone versus someone who actually has to train it? And people definitely do train it in the sense that they get better at it for the sake of increasing their performance. And there's a lot of people nowadays that are doing things with sports psychology, which essentially kind of highlight the zone, and then they do a lot of mental health stuff. Oh, I see, they go up. That's fun. And you're seeing that a lot more in the higher end things. But I think generally speaking, you know. Oh, nope. Oh, it's Mr. Phil. And we'll be right back. Yeah, this is something new. It's a whole consent form. Start using the lowering devices. What is the name of this group, by the way? Where am I hug at? 43 people. Well, that's interesting. Oh, pull-up bars are all I got. I want to get my ass all sandy, but I think I'll be okay. Oh, it's wet. It's wet. It's wet. It's wet. Oh, it's wet. Okay. Yeah. I'm not doing that. Oh, my ass is wet now. Well, that's good to know. So, when it rains heavy, my VR space moistens around the edge, and I guess the mat that I have down absorbs some water, and if you sit on it, it makes your ass wet. So we're not going to be doing that. Here, we could do leg lifts. Okay. Well, that was fun. We did some exercise at the beach. Well, let's take a break and do some fishing. Because fishing is totally a form of exercise. Okay. I'm going to our usual 18 plus fishing world. Check, Mike, check, check. Oh my god, I have been doing this whole fucking thing and I haven't had the world audio on at all, so no one has heard anything. Ah, that fucking sucks. Okay, so how long have I been doing this for? An hour and 12 minutes, and none of it is recorded.
Let's go fishing. Let's go fishing.
I hate myself, I hate myself, I hate myself, I hate myself, I hate myself.
All the Easter shit's gone.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Huh? Yes, it is. What?
Night mode. Oh my god. It's black. I can't see anything. Put it in the middle and you can't see anything. Put it at the end, it's fine. But put it in the middle.
Oh, that is such a bummer. Okay, so everything that we did, there's no background music for, which sucks. You watched all the boxing, And that was that amazing sound and hit and whatever. And then we went through things, we talked to people, we did a bunch of fun shit. Guess what? None of it was recorded. I fucking don't check shit. Okay. So, this has been playing for a little while. This is a little bit of copyright-free lo-fi jam out too. I am almost ready to stop this stream, if I'm going to be honest, and just delete the motherfucker. I am not happy. Oh, well.
Kitty, please. Please. Oh, my cat is yelling at me. Give me a second.
Well, hopefully there's enough going on from me talking in the video that makes it whatever. And I guess no one ever is going to watch this anyway, so who gives a fuck, right? Hate myself. I hate myself.
No one told her to come in here, and she's gonna yell at me to leave. No one told her to come in here in the first place. You know what I mean? Like this is like.
Kind of awful. If someone to come in and out all the time, I'm just there like, can I just like, just tie your paws together, and then she just can't do anything.
Exactly. She doesn't really want to be in here. At the end of the day, no more than 10 minutes. She's up.
No, go back in.
Maybe I adjusted it at some point. Well, I'll check it later tomorrow. The only thing I can do is move on at this point. So I do think the Easter egg challenge is gone. I do have the Easter egg basket, but I don't think it has anything to do. Okay, I need 493, which is 2 more of them. I only need 400, 4,300-ish for the new rod.
Pony Club is a.
Yeah.
Well.
I first heard that song on TikTok when someone had like a mashup with the, like when it goes to when she's singing Pink Pony Club in the song, it just goes do. Like it sounded so good. I've been listening to the original, they're like, well, that sounds. I listen to the original, I'm like, well, that doesn't compare anymore. That sounds rubbish.
I haven't heard that one actually. That's crazy. I'm not sure.
I can find it because someone made a full version on YouTube.
So, is the vaccine supposed to be like that?
Probably not. No, it's not.
Maybe I should do the smaller rod. It would make everything a lot easier.
I do like a microfocal thing where you can actually keep off your chair and hold that finger down.
I don't think that's actually. I think it's plugged out.
I'm not prana. It looks like it, but it looks big. No, it isn't.
No, it's not piranha.
Nope. No, it isn't.
Maybe because you don't actually know how much
I don't even know what that is. Registered. Oh, it might have been a new fish. Still don't know what it is.
That's my favorite one.
Okay. Well. Let's switch world on. So I guess I'll go back to the in the zone concept. I do find it interesting what people actually go through when they get in the zone. And like I was saying, they do have some more established practices now that sports psychology has taken such a strong hold in the professional sports arena. I don't really think that it's universal. There is a guy, which a lot of mindfulness is based off. His name's Jon Kabat-Zinn. He more did research on mindfulness in relationship to medical things, but I think a lot of that information bled into the science field, which eventually became part of the sports psychology. So it uses, I want to say it's like 80% I agree with, and then some of the fundamental factors and how the conscious mind thinks and how it reacts to certain things, I would say are a bit different. I could bring up Jon Kabat-Zinn on Google and we could discuss that a little bit, or maybe sports psychology. I'll just kind of leave it up in the air if you ever have time and you want to look at Jon Kabat-Zinn's work. He's kind of known to be the grandfather of medical meditation, which is known as mindfulness. What is it? Mindfulness-based stress reduction, so MBSR. I think it's been a while since I've really done any hard research on him. Like I said, I kind of got to the point where I was like, okay, I get it. It's not. Oops. It's not what I'm doing, but you know, I respect that he got out there and did it. And by what I mean, what I'm doing, I mean like my actual physical practices or the practices that I teach. There is also the whole problem of we don't even know if what's going inside one person's mind is going to be the same as another person's mind. And for me, I think it's particularly hard because I always grew up thinking that my mind was, mostly on the realm of everybody else's mind. We're not really special or whatever. We're kind of all just replicants of whatever. But it turns out that as science has gone into what they now call a neurotypical mind, which basically means that I have mild forms of mental health problems, results in a type of thinking that's probably slightly different than most people. I think very visually and at an extremely high rate. So for me, it's almost comforting to do very detailed visualization. Like, it's calming. The more detail that I put into it, the more that I can, not have other thoughts come into my mind. And so when I went around teaching meditation, I always taught this very high visual thing, You see the table, you picture the table and the wood grain on the table. You allow your hand to run along the top, feeling a cool sensation run down your fingertips, which causes, all that. And for me, that's even a little bit slow, but I think what I eventually found out is that it might be even a little bit fast for the common people out there. And I kind of work to a pill form meditation, basically, you know, having binaural beats and other audio tricks to kind of drive the mind into specific mindsets. But again, I think the biggest issue for me is that I can get someone to a mindset if their mind functioned the same way that my mind does, but my mind doesn't function the same way. A lot of people, ooh, that's a big fish. Big fish. Glowy blue. 223. Ooh, did that put me on the board? Yep. I am now, I am now third on the board from that fish. Yay. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, that sucks. I can see my old thing. I should listen to myself for like a second before I do anything. I mean, I have the whole boxing section. Maybe I can cut that out. I guess I didn't really talk to anyone in the boxing section. The only thing that you missed out is the thud sounds that it made, which is kind of a big part of that boxing world. So about 3,000 more, and I can get a different rod. Well, the question is, do I want the bucket or am I okay with this basket? I do like the little bucket. That is kind of nice. Show whatever this is. How about you, chat? Would you rather have a fancy bucket or a fancy basket? See over here, this is my basket. It's more like an Easter basket. Which is fine, it's better than the bucket. But my rod is not upgraded at all. It's still like the base rod. So I think I'm gonna go rod so that I do have a different rod. And I'll keep the Easter basket. Just as a sake. Something to keep. It's fine. I'm not super thrilled about the Japanese wood bucket anyways. The big one? 131? Nope. 135. Oh my god, I was like 4 fucking points short of what I needed for that quest. Bullshit. Ugh. I mean, do I want to stop? Or do I want to keep going? What time is it? It's 10:30 here. We've had no viewers. Such an exciting night. Yeah, I mean, I guess who cares? No one's gonna watch this anyways. Or no one's gonna be sad. It's fucked up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the eggs don't exist anymore. That's smart. They put it upside down above their head. Well, I'll get this. I don't think I'm gonna get the next one. A little bit too much, especially when I'm ready to getting. Oh, I got beat off. I'm off the board. I wonder what the next event here is going to be. They did the rats for April Fools. They did Easter eggs for Easter. I guess summer is coming up, so maybe they'll do a summer event. It feels like still got 2 months, so maybe they might slip something else in between in there. Or maybe just trying to relax. Although it is a popular world, I could see them putting a little bit of extra effort into it. Do, 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 do. Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be a big one. That's a big one. 215, rare pike. Cool. I got one more to catch. I'm getting rares. Just not getting the big winners. Hey, Blondie. Back so packed. Is she really doing all that to you? Okay, so I have a chicken down here. She's a little bit older. Her name is Blondie. She's really cute. And she likes to go around at night, which is unusual for a chicken. Usually when night comes, they kind of retire in. But she hunts, so she'll look for little bugs and lizards. They definitely do run around more at night. But she was the alpha quite a long time. And I had this other hen that was very old. She actually got beaten up so bad that we had to take her away from the main flock and put her with another thing. And so she ended up like escaping from that and joining this other little female flock. 158. Yay, okay. Let's see what the last one is. 155. Not horrible. One fish. I think I could do that. Okay, well. The last quest is very doable. It's only 155, which I've gotten a few of that are more than that. So we'll give this like 10 goes. And if not, we'll move on. It is 10:42. Oh, it's a green one. 132, so it's close. But yeah, I really don't think I've ever thought about at this length. What is a zone like for someone else other than me? Ooh. 61. I got it. Yay. So I am 1,000 away from its fancy rod right here. Also pick up that tassel. I do wish I knew. Starts in 52 days. Oh, damn. That's kind of huge. Okay, good to know. So I have 60 days almost. Nearly 2 months to get the rest of these points. Good to know. So in 2 months it resets to summer. I can probably get everything on that list. Not too bad. Okay. Maybe do some idle home. Oh shit! It's fucking 16 and idle home. Ugh. It moved from a different playlist. I'm probably gonna get copyright struck. That's funny. As soon as the audio comes on, I might get copyright struck. Yeah, I gotta set up my own playlist.
Okay.
Well, I guess there's a lot of living and learning. Involved in everything. One thing. Yeah. One. Nice. How did I have 3 concurrent viewers, but only 1 view? Whatever. All right. Whoa. So what I'm doing is I'm swinging the swords as fast as I can. Because I can get to 100 in a very short amount of time. So I don't know how much I should go into explaining what this game is. So essentially, what you do is you start, and you start generally with just this little sword here. Leave me over in the corner. You start with this sword right here, and then you come over to the dragon, and then you hit it, and it kills the dragon. Now, as you do this, dragons get stronger and stronger and stronger, and this becomes harder to do. So what you have to do is you have to go over to that wall over there, and you have to either upgrade your weapon, or you use a pet to attack it for you. Now, as you can see, now it's dying on its own because my pet is attacking the dragon. without getting too complex, there's a lot of things to do and a lot of ways to do it. But essentially, what my goal is right now is to get to level 100. Right now, that killing that you've seen me do got me to level 18. And then once I'm to level 100, I reset and do it again. The purpose of this is farming what they call limit breaks for the dog. So basically, right now, I need to do that 18 times, and I can increase my dog by 1. And then I'll have to do it 19 times, and then whatever. I have 20 times, I have to do it 21 times, I have to do it 30 times, I have to do it 50 times, I have to do it 1,000 times. Now, you can just let the dog kill it, and it takes about 5 minutes. Or you could do it this way, and it takes about a minute. But you actually have to hit it. Now, a lot of what you see around me are people who have auto hit. So basically, they have avatars that do this for them, which makes sense if you're not trying to get a workout out of it. So I think the point that I want to come away with this is that you can make anything into an exercise if you try. Because all I do is hit the dragon a couple times. And I am swinging my arm, I am moving around, I'm doing stuff. And it's stupid cookie clicker clone dragon game actually becomes a physical exercise. That actually is a pretty good exercise. 10 max. Now, as you get into the game, you generally aren't doing this thing where you're resetting every 100. This is kind of just something to farm a resource, which is used to, whatever. Normally what you do is you want to go as far as you can. And as you go higher, you get different animals, and those animals become stronger and stronger. And it literally takes days to get from one animal to the next, because, it's an idle game. You're not supposed to be doing active stuff. So, the process of doing active stuff, idle game, it's just kind of fun. There's really no point to this. There's no gain. Whew. I'm not cool. I actually have a hard time telling people that I've spent, 883 hours in here. Wow. 200 ascensions. Oh, that was my 200th ascension. Happy birthday. And that really gets me. I never really thought about the experience. And I thought about the experience of each individual and how a person of different backgrounds and things like that can experience a mindfulness. How, even the simple fact of breathing might be experienced different by someone from a different culture. I mean, there are lots of people who've never even attempted to hear their own breath and do not consider it to be a thing that, is normally controlled. Just breathe. And every time we do it, we're telling people, oh, you gotta take a deep breath in and calmness. So what the fuck is calmness? How do you breathe in calmness? And I think that's part of the reason why you use such generic terms, is because if you used anything greater than calmness, then people are going to have preconceived notions about, what words actually mean. And that's why I generally like working with individuals. You can talk to them for about 20 minutes and kind of get a feel for their vocabulary and, what they're actually looking for. But when you're doing it on a mass scale, it really doesn't ever translate the same way. I mean, even the simple thing of using different visualizations. You know, a person who grew up in an apartment is going to have a different relationship with an elevator and stairs than a person who grew up in Ohio on a farm and with the nearest city being 4 hours away. And so you go out there and you start saying that your meditation is the correct meditation, and essentially you're just narrow-minded in your perception of the world, the vast world, and people that are in it. Let's see. If you notice, at first it seems like a relatively easy thing, especially after boxing. I feel it in my arms, and I'm trying to jiggle my body a little bit with it. This is something that I would do with like Beat Saber or any of those games and over exaggerate the experience for the sake of exercise. Because really, what are you doing? I mean, are you trying to win the game? Like, what the fuck am I trying to win? Like, dragon beating game? Okay. Do. I want to see if I can get some music back on. Fucking Red Band's music. Uh, oh, probably didn't hear this. This one. Wow, exciting. I moved it up to 18. Now I'm only going to do it like 100 more times. So I'll take you with me for something fun. Let's do something a little different. So, where's my camera? Monsieur. Oh. Okay, well, one of my trackers died. I don't know why. Calibrate. And died again. Oh no, it's there. It's just not connecting or something. Oh, maybe that's why. Okay, anyways. Anchor, local. So the other fun thing about this world is you can go up to this little treasure chest and when you click on it, it goes a little crazy. Oh, cool. So I wasn't planning on it, but I got one of the best weapons in the game. Which is completely useless for what I'm doing now, by the way. I basically got a bunch of free keys from it being a daily thing. But might be too fancy. Not getting good contact. Oh, I'm done anyways. So, where am I? This is the best weapon in the game. It gets stronger as you use it, so you could use it up to 100 times, and it increases your critical chance and your uber critical chance. God, this is dorky. I think I'm done. I'll leave it with this as a well, it's late. Okay, let's go someplace to chill. Oh yeah, this place. We've been here. I'm okay with doing this one again. Or not okay with doing this one again. I'm to change it. Well, I guess it's kind of nice. Huh. Yonder's been streaming. I really have no interest in watching Oblivion. I love Yonder, but I really have no interest in watching Oblivion. Lots of butterflies, huh? Well, $11:11. Make a wish. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. And if you have any time and you want to talk about your experiences or your experience of being in the zone, please feel free to leave a comment in the chat. I am genuinely interested in how and what the experience of being in that focused mindset is for you. Maybe next time we talk about it a little bit more. My own focused mindset. I don't think we're gonna get to peak performance. I have that failure in my stream that just gonna annoy me and anger. But dealing with my own mistakes is one of the things that I have to learn how to do better. So maybe this is in itself a growth opportunity. Regardless, I wish everyone the best, and I hope you have a wonderful journey.